Hi, my name is Katie. I am going to show you how to pack a healthy lunch today and make a peanut butter and jelly. I am a little short, so I'm going to try to make sure that you get the full body. But right now what I'm going to do is explain everything that I have here to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich and to pack this lunch. I have a plate just so I don't make a mess or make any crumbs. I can just cut the sandwich right on the plate. I have the knife to go ahead and cut the sandwich with. I also have a measuring spoon, which sometimes people do like to measure out their peanut butter or their jelly. For this demonstration, I am not going to use the measuring spoon. I have my peanut butter. I like to use Jif Natural. I have my jelly. I like to use a sugar-free jelly. It's not the same as the Smucker's grape jelly, but it's still kind of healthy. I have 2 pieces of bread. I'll go ahead and have a close-up here. And then I also have over here my supplies that I'm going to need. So I have the sandwich bags, which we'll go ahead and put the sandwich in after it is made. I also have a hummus container, which is a healthy snack. I have some carrots that are washed, which will go into my sandwich bag once we get to that step. I also have an apple, which we can go ahead and wash now. Some people don't like to wash their fruit, but I do just to make sure it's safe and there's no wax on it, I guess. So now that I've washed the apple, I will go ahead and place it over here. And then I also have some tomatoes that I can pack up into one of the Ziploc bags as well, just for portion, I would say. And then I decided to go ahead and grab out just a plastic bag to throw all of my garbage in, so that way it's not sprawled out everywhere. Seems to be easier for me. But my first step is I'm going to go ahead and take the 2 pieces of bread, and I'm going to place I'm going to place both of the slices overlapping each other on top of the plate. And I'm going to go ahead and start with my peanut butter. Some people do like a little bit more peanut butter than jelly, but for me that is not the case. I do enjoy a lot more jelly. But you'll take the peanut butter at your desired, consistency and go ahead and spread it out on the first piece of bread. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my knife and wipe off the excess peanut butter, just so that way I'm not making that big of a mess. And then I'm going to go ahead and recap my lid. And then my favorite part of the sandwich is the jelly. So I like a heck of a lot more jelly than I do peanut butter. So I'm just going to hold the jelly jar right over the top of the peanut butter. And some people might want to put the jelly on the other piece of bread, but for me, I like to have the jelly right over the top of the peanut butter. So as soon as I am done spreading this jelly out, I will go ahead and give you a close-up. After, of course, wiping off the excess jelly. And what I don't normally like to do is use the same knife that I used for the peanut butter in the jelly jar, but I decided to do it this time. So I'm going to go ahead and set my dirty knife right here on my napkin, and I'm going to bring my peanut butter and jelly sandwich up close. So that's what it looks like. And I am not a huge crust person, so my favorite part of the peanut butter and jelly is to cut the crust off. So I put the piece of bread that was underneath on top, and now I'm going to go ahead and take the same knife that I used and just cut the edges of the sandwich off. And I mean, some people even use a cookie cutter, but I actually don't have one of those. That's something that my grandma and I used to do when I was younger, is use a cookie cutter to make the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Got the perfect edges. Let's see. And then, I mean, if you don't mind the edges, what you can do is save them for a snack. Or you can always, if you have a pet, go ahead and give them that as a little treat. But here is the crustless peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm going to drip the jelly everywhere. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just wash my hands, because I did have a lot of excess food, and I don't want to spread that all over the place. take a napkin, wipe my hands off, and since I don't like the ends of the crust, I'm going to go ahead, once I'm done using the plate, just throw it into the bag. But I'm going to take my Ziploc bag, and I'm going to go ahead and place my peanut butter and jelly right into that bag and close it up. That way it stays fresh for lunch. So I have this peanut butter and jelly all done. I have my freshly washed apple, which I am not going to place in the Ziploc bag. I have my carrots, which are freshly washed right here. I don't know if you can see. I'll zoom in. So I'm going to go ahead and place those carrots into a Ziploc bag just to make sure that they stay fresh. I don't normally like to use a container. I just think that's just a waste, and that's more than I have to use in the dishwasher. So I will go ahead and put my carrots in the bag. I have my hummus that I have already pre-packed. It's pre-bought. Set that over here. And then I have some small tomatoes, which I think a lot of people like to enjoy with their hummus as well. So I'm going to take a few of these and put them in the bag, just like so. And I would say, besides having a water bottle, that I just made myself a healthy lunch. And now comes the cleanup process, which is always a good time. I'm going to take my knife and put it into my sink over here. And I'm going to take the plate with the crust on it and just throw it right in my bag. And I'm going to close up all of the things that I no longer need. And I'm going to go ahead and when I'm done, put everything away. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope that you learn how to make a crustless peanut butter and jelly. Have a great rest of your day.